Hello everyone and welcome back to TrackMania's Weekly Shorts, and today we're on week 18. We've got a few fun tracks, a few good looking tracks, and one difficult one. I'd say probably track 3. But there we go, let's let's just get straight into it. We'll get to track 1. Alright, here we are with track 1. Quite a simple one to start with. Just a couple of boosts, couple of jumps, couple of corners. Nice and easy just to get you started for the week, I find. Yeah, not a lot else to say about it, really. It says throwback, so I imagine it's probably a classic track from one of the original TrackManias or something like that. But there you go, instant gold. So we'll let's move on to the offer time. All right, and here we go for the offer time. Not actually much more was needed. To be fair, this is actually just my second run from the first run. But a little boost up here, keeping that speed up. And then going around the corner, same, just holding that speed, down the ramp, trying to get too much of a bounce, but again holding the speed, and then at the bottom here. And that's it, all for time. Quite a simple track, nice one to just get you started with. Again, could have been harder, but you know, this is just what you expect now, I guess. Let's move on to track 2. Alright, here we are with track 2. Track 2 is actually quite an interesting design actually for a track. So it's just a bunch of like gaps and blocks and stuff. So we come around here, we've got a little throw off there onto another block, to land onto then this block, which I've missed. Remember, this is still the first run, don't, don't judge me. And then swooping around to the finish here, quite a sharp finish. But there you go, let's go get that offer time. Alright, and here we go for the offer time. So we're going to jump down here between these pillars. Landing straight there onto that one, jumping over to this one, just a little bit of a drift here, landing perfectly on this one and that one. You can see my personal best is beating me. Yeah, the overtime wasn't much faster than that, but there you go. Yeah, overtime could have been harder. As you can see, my personal best was like way ahead of me then, and I could have done a better job at that one. I'm sure there's probably like a shortcut or two on this one I'm missing, so you know, you can always let me know in the comments. You always do. But there you go. Let's move on to track 3. Alright, and here we are with track 3. Probably my favourite of the 5, actually. When I found out where the cut was, it was I was like, oh damn, that's good. So this is track 3, which is the typical cutting track. So yeah, not a lot to say really about this one. This is obviously still the first run, so you know, don't be like, oh, you've done it wrong, dislike. We're getting there, the off time's coming up, here we go. Alright, and away we go with the offer time. Now I won't lie, it did take me a while to notice this turbo boost here. Going straight through this hole, up the jump through this hole. Make sure you got enough speed, you can't touch anything on the way up. Over here, and then a little boost over to the finish. I could have done that a bit faster, but you know, once I got the offer time, that's the footage. So, but there you go. Yeah, through there. That little gap is quite difficult actually. But luckily, it's right at the beginning of the start, so you can just reset as many times as you want. The rest of it's fairly easy once you've got that. But there you go. Offer time. Let's move on to track 4. And here we are, track 4. Probably one of the most attractive TrackMania tracks we've had in the weekly shorts, actually, probably up there, like at least like top 3, definitely. But here we go. This is track 4, which is a speed track, if I remember correctly. Track 4s. So yeah, not too much speed on this one actually. This isn't like a full throttle extravaganza like the others were. But yeah, there you go. Nice little track. I do enjoy it. It's very nice. Let's get that offer time. All right, and here we are for the offer time. We're gonna jump straight down here. Skim this little bit, go across the bridge, just remembering to slow down just a little, and then picking back up again over here. A couple of little jumps, and yeah, another one, yeah, a couple more jumps. Slowing down again, and then accelerating just into the gate there. And that's it. That's the offer time. Again, I feel like the track could have been a bit more difficult, but you know, it's made up for it in how much detail went into this track. But there we go, let's move on to track 5. Alright, here we are, track 5. Probably the most interesting track of the 5 of them. Probably one of the most interesting tracks in a while, actually. I wasn't quite sure which route to take, so I've just gone this way, just as a first run basis. It does remind me a lot of Scalextrics, if anybody's ever played it. It's a case of just slowing down before you get to certain corners. But yeah, that's pretty fun. There's a gold medal there, and I'm going to get the author time, so let's show you that. Alright, and here we go for the author time. Again, I'm not 100% sure if this is the fastest route. I didn't have time to like actually check them all, so I do apologise for that. I'm sure you guys will let me know. But we're going the black route today, which is an immediate U-turn from the start. Going all the way over here, doing a full loop, and then straight over the finish like that. It's the author time. Which I got. Yeah, I tried some of the other routes, but again, it's yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed. This has been the week 18, and I'll see you all again next week. Bye.